Alright, so another thing you can do is you can come and put in these sort of fur down walls. So here's the ceiling that we just placed in the sort of living dining area. And this ceiling in the entryway is actually lower. It's 8 feet lower, so there needs to be a wall right here that sort of catches that, so when you're looking from the living room into the entry, that wall is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my reflected ceiling plan here. That's window tile and ZA. Right, so I'm going to zoom in on that space right here, and then I'm going to zoom in on the reflected ceiling plan, which is the places right there where we want to add that wall. So I'm just going to select on my 4-inch partition wall, right click on it and go to create similar, and I'm going to set the base offset to 8 feet, right? And I want that to go up to top of plate, and I'm just going to draw a wall in right here, and you'll see that wall get created in here. So you will see that when we place a ceiling at 8 feet and we're looking from the living room into there, you'll see the face of that wall. So now if I go into my architecture and ceiling, and I'll set this to my drywall metal stud for right now, the automatic ceiling will work because it sees that wall as an option. If I hadn't put that wall in there, the automatic ceiling would have bled all over the place. So I'm just going to set this to 8 feet, right, and left click, and it'll put the ceiling in there, right? So now I've got that ceiling lower than the other ceiling with the little furring wall in between, right? And everything should work fine. And you can go in and put the other furring walls in. I believe this is like an 8-foot ceiling here, and there would be a furring wall going from, so we could come over here, right click, go to create similar, and I'm just going to put a furring wall in here, hit the space bar to flip that baby around, and take that kind of to this wall there, and then I'll take and put another furring wall in here. I think there's a light shelf here, and it comes all the way down to there, and then I want to put in like an 8-foot ceiling kind of in this space, and it wraps around the corner. So we'll see what happens when I come in and do a ceiling and it's at 8 foot and I hover in here. It sees the edges of all of those, which is too bad. It won't sort of wrap around all of those, which I would like it to, but it's not going to. So I'll just do a sketch ceiling, and I'll pick walls. So I'll pick that wall, that wall, that wall, that wall, that wall, and I need to flip that one, that wall, flip that one, that wall, flip it, and that wall. And then I'll just need to trim them out, which is kind of tedious, but sort of follow those around and trim them out. And that should give us our 8-foot ceiling right there as a fur down. Now once you get going, most likely, these walls are not coming all the way up to parapet, to the top of parapet. So you can come in and you may have to split the walls to bring them down, right? So, this might, you could actually pick the wall and say attach top base and pick the ceiling, and it will actually attach it. Of course, the wall actually will probably come, the ceiling will get broken around the wall. So, it just depends on how picky you want to be with it. Okay, so go ahead and add in all the ceilings and start working on the fur downs, and that's it for now. We'll come back and work on the doors and things like that later.